Welcome everyone to Founder Institute Levant graduation event. Founder Institute is the world's largest pre-seed accelerator. We're in over 200 cities globally. 5,000 startups have been through our programs in over 90 countries, and our portfolio value have reached $30 billion. We launched in 2020 in Jordan, and last year we expanded our reach to include founders from Iraq, Lebanon, and Jordan, bringing in amazing entrepreneurs from across the region. And we're aiming for more growth in the future. I'm happy to share today that one of our startups from our last cohort is featured in FI 50 fastest growing companies globally.
The last 14 weeks were really intense for our startups. Apart from attending the weekly sessions and workshops to accelerate their business, they also spent lots of one-on-one times with our mentors, working closely to help them refine their businesses. We would like to congratulate the 9 startups who have been through the past grueling 3 months. For context, more than 800 startups applied from across the region, only 45 startups were accepted, and only 9 founders were able to finish the program. They're showcasing their startups tonight, and they will also get a lifetime access to the FI Global Network. Once we're done with the startup presentations, we'll also open the social lounge. It's a great opportunity and place for everyone to network, meet up with the founders one-on-one, each at their virtual booth, so please stick around.
We carefully created a network of global and local mentors who are experts in their field. We really appreciate the time and support they provided to the founders, including valuable insight and guidance. And of course, a huge thank you to our regional partners whose amazing support has made this a success. Before we hear from the amazing startups, we have a lineup of great speakers from across the region. We're very excited to have them with us today. First, I'd like to welcome our first keynote speaker, Fawaz Raouf from Euphrates Ventures.
Graduates of the Founder Institute Levant program, it is an honor for me to be speaking to you today as a group of esteemed founders and entrepreneurs. Being here with you is a testament that during the most challenging and uncertain times in the world, changemakers continue to thrive and flourish. My name is Fawaz Raouf, and I'm a partner at Euphrates Ventures, a VC focused on investing in technology startups centered in Iraq. I'm going to take this privilege today, not to talk about me. Instead, I'm sharing with you my perspective as a son of an entrepreneur, founder, and a pioneer. You see, after the invasion of Kuwait, and because of sanctions on Iraq, thousands of families and businesses lost their savings across the country. It was like in current times, a confusing, devastating season for everyone. However, my father being an entrepreneur and seeing what was likely to happen from looming crippling sanctions could not just accept the status quo. Immediately after the invasion of Kuwait had started, as most were focused on the war, he took the entire business savings that our family had at the time and bought as many steel bars as he could from the market. Steel is a commodity and can always be sold to any country. And unlike gold, at times of crisis, they do not attract as many praying eyes. And in doing so, he fully hedged his family wealth against inflation and only sold these steel bars once the dinar was devalued. The dinar devaluation in Iraq was one of the greatest devaluations in history, losing over 99% of its value. This did not only salvage our business savings, but also enabled us to endure the harsh sanctions of the 1990s in Kurdistan, and eventually and graciously gave me the privilege to continue my journey and to be here with you today. Founders like my father have had to deal with crises in Kurdistan and Iraq and across the Middle East for generations. As founders in a volatile region, it is important to continue to reflect on what is in your control and what is beyond your reach. Let humility and serenity inspire your decisions and actions. Oftentimes, we associate leaders with outward strength, will, and power. But to me, witnessing what my father had done, I realized going inward empowers you to see your real gifts. In going inward as founders and leaders, we realize what truly matters in times of crisis is how we cherish, we forge, we nurture our relationship with families, friends, co-workers, teammates, and our community of supporters. These are the most essential aspects of us. These sustain us and do not limit us from fear or intimidation. Moreover, in going inward, we discover the wealth of who we are as unique individuals and as dreamers. Then we learn that no matter what, we can truly become the better version of ourselves, even during the harshest of times. All the best to your ventures and your journeys, and be proud of your milestones, and thank you.
Thank you, Rawaz. Next up, allow me to welcome Tamer Salah, Managing Director at Beyond Capital, to give his keynote.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, FI, for having me, and thank you all for listening. First, I'd like to thank Founders Institute and their great work that they've been doing in local ecosystems. And thank you again for having me today and having me in your previous session, which I really enjoyed. And I'm happy that I've at least met some of you there, and which will make it a little less awkward for me to just talk through the screen and record myself on my own. My name is Tamer Salah, and I'm managing Beyond Capital. Beyond Capital is an entrepreneurial ecosystem enabler based out of Jordan. We work with entrepreneurs, angel investors, and fund managers. We invest and co-invest into funds and startups directly, as well as have many technical assistance programs to support aspiring finance entrepreneurs and fund managers, angel investors, and entrepreneurs. I'm happy to be here, and perhaps I'll focus on the journey and what comes next. Before we go into what comes next, you guys, I'm sure, have been through a lot and will continue to face many issues as you move, and you've sacrificed and you will continue to sacrifice more. The journey is very challenging. What you're doing is not for everyone. Being an entrepreneur isn't easy. The sacrifices and the package is heavy to lift at the earlier days. However, I'm saying that to highlight what I've always heard from entrepreneurs, and what, for the past 10 plus years working with them directly, the only two constants that I always hear after they go through a specific journey are one, that it was a life-changing event in terms of the amount of knowledge and education that you can receive along the way, as well as the perception really of everything in life. And for those who actually succeed, always look back at the earlier days and speak of how exciting they were. And what I'm trying to say is just, enjoy the ride, really learn a lot, try as much as possible to make it happen, be as agile as possible, and things hopefully will turn out to be great. As you've graduated the program now, so I would assume most of you have started fundraising, or you will be starting fundraising very soon. And for those who haven't started yet, I would highly encourage you to start the conversations at least earlier on. Build those relationships. Investors, especially at your earlier stages, and as I said before during our session, they look at two main things. You guys, the team, the ability for the team to execute, to build, to grow, and to take the piece of the market. And that's the other main constant, where your market is and how you can capture it. And the rest is really variable. It could change, and it will change along the way. Your model, your traction, whatever that is. However, what you've done already, and how you acted, and how you built what you've built until now, whether you pivoted or not, whether you're still after the same thing or not, is just an indication, and something for the investors to look at, to build on that, to build on their, thinking of if you can execute or not. And this could only go to your advantage if you at least followed a good logic and a logical explanation of what you've done. I highly encourage you to not only speak to all of them earlier on, or most of them, but to do your research on the investors. Focus on who is your next investor, why are you approaching them, and when are you approaching them. Do not go to investors that are not going to invest with you because you're in the, in a different sector or at a different stage seeking money. Go there and start your conversations earlier on seeking advice. This will make them at least think of ways how to help you reach their stage rather than thinking of gaps. Seek advice, not money. When it's the right time, seek money from those who you've built relationships with. Those are your best options. Surround yourself with good people, with good talents, with good advisors. Listen to them very carefully. You never know where that spark would come from. Don't listen blindly. Don't change blindly. You know best. That's why they're investing in you. Yet you have to be receptive and you have to think about everything that is said to you. What I'm really trying to say, that you're currently deep into your business. There are many things that you cannot see outside. Investors have the experience, have seen so much. Listen to them and and take whatever you guys want. Listen to also advisors and mentors. Surround yourself, as I said, and don't let your dream basically blur your vision. Focus. You have one place to be. Focus on that and listen to everything around you. I'll end by saying that the odds are against you, statistically speaking. What you're doing is you're swimming upstream. If you keep on at it, if you persevere, if you really learn, don't quit earlier on, but know when to quit, know when to pivot, know when to grow. And good luck. I'm sure that you will find a way to make it happen. So good luck with that. Thanks again, everyone.
Thank you, Tamer. It's my pleasure to next invite Jad Al-Bustani, Managing Director of Middle East Venture Partners, to deliver his keynote address.
Hi, everyone. I would like first to congratulate all the companies who graduated from the Founder Institute. I believe it's a great time to start a tech company in the MENA region. It's the first time that both private and public sectors are proactively pushing for the entrepreneurships, digitization, and also funding. You can see this move across the board, either from new regulations such as fintech, which is witnessing most of the movements on that front. Also, you're seeing a lot of sandboxes, regulatory sandbox for different industries, also in different countries. On top of that, corporate VC funds are emerging, and also new VCs are popping up. On top of that, the local VC ecosystem or the entrepreneurship ecosystem has never witnessed such attraction from international players, be it international VC firms or PE funds, or also from international corporate who are looking to expand in the region. This is becoming game changer. From one end, companies are able to raise larger rounds and close transactions faster. At the same time, they're able to fund their growth across the world startup cycle, which used to be a main hurdle back in 2015 and before. And even number of exits are exponentially accelerating. For example, us at MEVP, we successfully closed more than 8 exits during 2021, including Anghami, which became the first Arab tech startups to be listed on the Nasdaq. Also worth noting on that for the first time over the past 2 years, listing on exchanges is becoming a viable option for exits, which used to be a dream years before. For example, you have Jahez, you have Fawri, and now Anghami and Suvel was on track also to list via SPAC. Quality of talent pool is also increasing significantly, and consumers are becoming very tech savvy, partly thanks to the pandemic, but also driven by increased awareness and also increased penetration of smartphone, internet, etc. Entrepreneurs should, however, be careful about variation expectations in subsequent rounds. I'm saying this because we're starting to face this problem frequently. The region is evolving at a fast pace, but in some countries it could be evolving at a scary pace. Raising at the right variation is very important for the success of your journey. Aiming high does not necessarily mean right price. In some cases, racing at a high variation can harm you if you don't meet the targets that you had pitched initially. Imagine a company that raises at a $500 million variation because the company was expected to grow from $1 million in sales to $250 million in sales. If you reach 20 million by the end of next year, it's great achievement and it's a 20x growth. However, be sure that your next round will be very tricky and most probably you will have to raise at a lower valuation. If not, closing your new node might take ages, which will harm your options and your team's stamina.
Thank you, Jad. Okay, now join us in welcoming the 9 alumni startups building amazing companies in verticals ranging from edtech, health tech, marketplaces, and others.
Hello, I'm Omar, a Jordanian American tech geek and founder of Kitabi. I've always been fascinated with technology. I got introduced to the internet quite early, and from the very first time I got hooked. AOL, MIRC, ICQ, you name it. Got my first website back in '99. Cars and Britney Spears. You know it. And my parents were so proud of me. Well, until my mom secretly got a nicely dealt training and went through my chat and browser history. In my defense, I was 14. I shouldn't be responsible for what I see and what pop-ups I get. And I didn't know that my mom could do that. So they took my PC out of my room and they only give me 2 hours a day, which was hard for me back then. But looking back, I was clearly addicted to the internet and my super mom saved me against my will. Now, our kids are connected at a very early age. They can't even eat without it. By the way, this is not a stock photo or a stage photo. Those are my nephews, Adam and Saleh. In real life, our kids are spending more than 1,500 hours per year on their phones. It's a serious issue for around 80% of families around the world. And what are they doing on their phones? They watch videos. Almost 90% of them, they watch YouTube. No wonder that the most viewed YouTube clip of all time is Baby Shark with more than 10 billion views. YouTube is great. It's free. But when you know your child is the product, then maybe free isn't cheap. Especially considering that only 4% of their daily screen time is devoted for learning. That's even before TikTok and Snapchat went mainstream. Imagine the opportunity we have, knowing that at least 90% of child's brain development happen before the age of 8. At that age, they have less restrictions over their imagination. They listen and watch and learn all the time. That's why we are introducing Kitabi. Our free beta app, which is available in English and Arabic, simply takes control over your kid's phone and hold their favorite apps hostage, giving the control back to the parents by limiting screen time and app use remotely and allowing parents to add milestones, custom tasks that the kid has to do before playing their favorite apps. And we're so proud of our content protection, where we block access to all inappropriate content and even manage to block pop-up ads inside the games. Finally, gamification and rewards, with quizzes from the national curriculum and rewards with more screen time, being the first to combine parental control, protection, and education, all together in one safe space. In our next monetized version, we will be adding premium features such as geolocation and advanced parental controls, and adding international curriculums gamification on subscription basis. Kitabi is a safe space with a marketplace of fun educational content suitable for your child inside of it. Parents can choose what kind of content is being fed to their children. A safe place where our kids unleash their true potential. We have a very unique competitive position where parental control apps are not our direct competitors and educational content creators are our possible partners. And we are already in talks with many of them. So we have a massive potential. Assuming parents only spend $2 per month, we have a total addressable market of over $46 billion a year and obtainable market in Jordan alone of more than $80 million a year. But we need to focus. So our beta version will be launched in Jordan, and after the monetized version is ready, we will be promoting it in our neighboring Egypt, which is 10 times bigger the market than Jordan, with a forecasted revenue of $1.5 million in revenue during the first 18 months of launching the monetized version. Moving forward, we're looking for a partner who believes in what we're doing and willing to invest $300K to fund the recruitment, operation costs for 18 months, revenue share marketplace development, premium features development, and Egyptian market penetration. Here are the founders: a computer engineer with more than 30 years experience in innovation and product management, that's me, and my super mom, a veteran educator with more than 35 years of experience in teaching and school management. Let's break the cycle and utilize the tech at hand where it matters the most for our future and future generations. Join us in our journey today. Thank you.
Working in the logistics field, one of the biggest e-commerce stores approached me. They design high-quality, affordable fashion apparel. As their sales are growing locally, their next milestone is to target the booming markets in the surrounding region. Sadly, all their tries have ended up in failure. What is causing them to fail? Well, shipping rates are expensive. Delivery takes a lot of time. And there is a constant fear that the customer returns the product. Do you know what that means? Double the cost. This results in a horrible shipping experience that prevents e-commerce stores from expanding abroad ever again. What do e-commerce stores do today? Well, to avoid this scenario, they individually search for a fulfillment center, set up their legal documents, and ensure a smooth export procedure that aligns with the product's requirements, all while paying different charges, dealing with numerous parties, and not having a clear view on their inventory. In other words, an alternative exists, however, it's complicated and not clearly defined. Here comes Fulliver. Fulliver ensures that this process is centralized and automated. Fulliver is an online platform that helps e-commerce stores scale internationally. This includes legalizing their operations in foreign countries, exporting their products in bulk, storing them in their favorite fulfillment center, and delivering them to the end customer. Fulliver empowers e-commerce stores and supports their international scalability through a centralized and automated process. The journey of the e-commerce stores is very smooth. Within a few minutes, they register on the platform, identify their destination country, and upload their products. Fulliver then takes over the customs clearance, ships the product to the fulfillment center, and ensures that they are stored under optimal conditions. Once an order is confirmed, Fulliver guarantees an efficient delivery process to the end customer. Finally, returned products are inspected and sent back to the center instead of country of origin. But Fulliver, how do you make money? Well, we charge per exported shipment weight and take a fixed fee per dispatch order. This covers export, customs clearance, storage, delivery to end users, and endless other services. After testing in Lebanon and Jordan, Fulliver targets the Turkish e-commerce market. This allows for a serviceable obtainable market of $13 billion. Our journey to enter the market starts by spreading awareness. We will explain how lucrative foreign markets are and the importance of penetrating them. We then spike their interest by showing how easily international scalability could be done when done correctly. While launching operations, we will work towards increasing retention through various incentivizing mechanisms. Our competitor Fulfillment.com offers a variety of centers but does not fulfill all needs. Fulfillment Bridge serves the MENA region and provides export services. However, none of them offers international cash on delivery. Fulliver ticks all the boxes and bridges all the gaps. So far, Fulliver started as an idea, participating in LU Spark Accelerator program. We have validated our idea by contacting several e-commerce stores who showed interest in our services and secured a letter of intent. To add more, we are regularly expanding our database of different service providers. In October, we have been enrolled in Founder Institute, the world's largest pre-seed accelerator program. We have then started an operation test with Jauna, a Lebanese e-commerce stores, and helped them scale to the UAE. We then incorporated our company in December and started discussing proposals with potential customers, including the Vibe. We are currently developing our website and expect to launch it by May. Finally, we will be participating in Seamless exhibition happening this May in Dubai. This will give us the exposure to scale our startup. We expect to keep Fulliver on the growth track by gaining market connections in the logistics and e-commerce field, along with legal consultancy and mentorship. In addition, we are looking to raise $100,000 to expand our serving area and reach more markets where Fulliver is a need. Fulliver is built by a dedicated team of 3. Myself, Abdurrahman Ladi, a logistics and supply chain specialist, Karam Saad, an e-commerce specialist, and Ala Shaban, a software developer. We fulfill, we deliver, we Fulliver. Thank you.
From MENA to ECOMENA. Back in September 2020, I applied for a culture exchange program ILAB for Iraqis by the US Embassy. I was so excited and wanted to be part of it. In my application, as a required, I wrote about a problem that everyone awares of, plastic waste in Iraq. Did you know that annually there is 360 million tons of plastic waste only in Baghdad? And did you know that 90% of it is not getting recycled? In January, I received a rejection letter with a reason I had no activities. I took it personal and started my activities. In March, I joined Yanhab program for startups and problem solving. I was put with a team to materialize my activities and building a brick out of recycled plastic. After the first failed attempt, my team quit. 9 failed attempts later, when everyone, including my family, stood against the idea, my brick was done and I won the second place out of 98 participants. I went to the market and talked to people. And I realized it is very hard to convince people to replace concrete with my brick. So I researched other possible options and saw an opportunity with the plastic lumber. I have built a good network with too many people from around the world. There where I found Javier Chia, my technical advisor from Colombia. He helped me how to develop my prototype and learn more about plastic lumber and see how it can be done in different shapes, dimensions, colors, also durable at lower cost with a wide range of applications such as residential, commercial, and structural. Being part of Founder Institute has taught me and helped me how to model out the idea. So according to Iraq importing data, the market is huge and it is growing. Our customers are design, furniture, and construction companies. I have talked to them and they can't wait to see my samples. Our competitors are Turkish and Chinese companies for PVC and wood. They are expensive and customers are facing shipping issues. So ECOMENA will be the first to market that serve locally. And our product provide improved materials to replace wood and PVC. It's waterproof, anti-fungal, anti-chemical, weather resistant, and make good insulation. So basically, ECOMENA will buy plastic waste from suppliers, and at ECOMENA we are going to recycle it into plastic lumber. Like wood and PVC, we sell plastic lumber per square meter. According to our production line capacity and our growth plan, we will reach the break-even after 5 months. I have approved our concept and got ECOMENA incorporation, and we've done with the prototype. So next we are going to provide our clients samples to sign LOI, and we are looking for investments maximum in July to set up our factory and launch Ecomina. I'm Mina, the founder, and I'm working with professional advisors that help me develop my business and my product. And I'm looking to raise $250,000 that goes for production line, operation for 1 year, and marketing. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mohammed Sayer. I am the founder and CEO of Dr. Karma, a cloud-based clinical management system that helps healthcare professionals to practice medicine and not administration. Let's walk through a doctor's typical day and try to find the core problem in the current value chain. So basically, a doctor would be overwhelmed with the number of inefficiently scheduled appointments and the queue of exhausted patients waiting for their delayed turns. Then the patient turn comes, and the doctor would have to check a file full of papers containing some of the medical history, diagnose him, suggest a treatment, and then add more papers to the file, all within a very limited time slot. This leaves the patient with a prescription paper, but many unanswered questions, and this process goes on and on throughout the whole day with the rest of the patient. And at last, instead of spending quality time, doctor would still be at his desk trying to manage his expenses. So this process is leading the doctor to lose productivity and burnout. This short story helps us identify healthcare professionals' pain points. So doctors are wasting 50% of their time on administrative work and paperwork. This is equivalent to losing a minimum of 1 patient every working hour. And the major problem for that lies in the limitations of the existing medical softwares, or not using technology at all. And 8 out of 10 doctors avoid using software technologies due to their complexity or high price. Also, the lack of communication between the doctors and their patients is increasing the clinical medical errors. And studies show that 80% of all serious medical errors involve miscommunication. So to solve these problems, we are offering Dr. Karma, a cloud-based clinical management system that is beautifully designed to fit to each doctor's needs. Dr. Karma is easily accessible and very simple to use, especially for non-high-tech doctors. And using the power of artificial intelligence, we are decreasing administrative work up to 50% and increasing the number of patients treated per hour. And to reduce clinical medical errors, we are improving the communication between the doctors and their patients by giving patients access to their digital medical record. Through Dr. Karma web platform, doctors are managing their appointments efficiently. And due to our queue management system, patients' waiting time in medical clinics is being well organized. And with our practice management tool, doctors are accessing all the medical information needed in the fewest clicks possible. And thanks to our machine learning and smart reporting, doctors are delivering the best plan of care possible for their patients. And finally, in one click, all doctors' expenses will be auto-managed. That's not all. There is one more thing. Patients finally can have access to their digital medical record on our secure cloud, and they can use them wherever they go, whenever they want. So we will have 3 different business models tailored to each healthcare professional needs. We have the pay-per-use model, the subscription model, and a variable pricing for large medical clinics. We entered this market because it's a huge market. The e-healthcare market size is projected to be $47 million in 2027, while the MENA region market is projected to be $12 billion in 2027, with more than 1.5 million healthcare professionals operating in this market. And 60% of this market is covered by our competitors, which leaves us with 40% of the untapped market and a large space to grow and to compete with the existing companies, given our key differentiations. We are using artificial intelligence to decrease administrative work. Our technology is modular and it's open for integration with any other digital solution that doctors need. And if the doctor wants to customize his digital practice, he can do it with zero code. Our journey started in October 2020, and we've been working closely with doctors to identify their needs and their pain points. And during my master's in entrepreneurship last year, I had the opportunity to present our solution to more than 200 doctors. And then we tested our MVP with more than 50 doctors, and then we won a pitching competition organized by the largest business incubator in Lebanon. And through Founder Institutes, we are expanding our network and POR, and we are expecting to launch our beta version in March 2022. So after launching our beta version and testing it with a limited number of doctors, we will seek partnership with medical schools and hospitals to get access to the largest number of doctors possible. And one of our sales and marketing tactics will be through social media and direct sales. To achieve this goal, we will need $70,000 to be spent over the next 6 months and to reach around 300 healthcare professionals. And because we believe that behind every great achievement, there is a team. I am Mohamed Sayegh. I come from a business and engineering background. My partner, Mr. Khalil Awada, is our CTO, and he has more than 15 years of experience in developing innovative softwares from scratch. Our Chief Medical Officer, Mr. Kevin Saliba, he's a general surgeon and he has an entrepreneurial mindset. Our CFO, she's a financial manager in a hospital and she's been working with doctors for more than 12 years. And currently, we are expanding our team. So let's put our hand in yours to create a better and healthier future for humanity. Thank you.
The pandemic has brought us a lot of challenges and obstacles keeping us apart. But as ecosystem builders, we pushed boundaries, sourcing phenomenal founders from across the region to join the Founder Institute program. We did put together a 1-minute video to summarize their journey. Please take a look.
Fascinating.
Exceptional. It is really exceptional.
The whole experience was amazing. The connection and the networking was amazing. And to be honest, I never thought I would in any day in my life be in contact with these persons actually.
This is something you get in a shape, you get out a whole lot different.
Like before Founder Institute, I couldn't know what to do, but with Founder Institute, they put me on the right track.
A pivotal journey.
You get a lot of one-to-one time, and that's really, really beneficial. There's a lot of mentors, advisors, the leadership team of the program.
So we started with a total different business model, but Founders Institute led us to many different scenarios in our business model that we actually adopted.
To go deep in the business plan, to go deep in the financial plan, the branding and customer development, product development.
Great feedback from great mentors helped you to do what you really want to do, to have a successful company. This is the goal of everyone I've talked to.
FI helped me to build a real company.
I would say it was the best thing happened in my life.
Hi everyone, my name is Majd and I present to you Studio Fankoush. We aim to be the #1 digital media company in the Middle East today. Obviously, we're in the business of solving the major gap that exists on Arabic content. Arabic content is actually less than 1% of the total web, and this doesn't make sense when I look at the size of the population, how young and digital it is, and how they still prefer to browse the web in Arabic today. Our solution, Studio Fankoush, a multi-channel content network that will produce great content for the region. You can think of us as the BuzzFeed of the Middle East. We're already live. This is our first property, hazarfazal.com. It's geared towards Gen Z, and it's been launched since July 2021. We will cross the 600,000 monthly unique users mark in February at a 40% average month-on-month growth rate. And obviously, this is the first out of many content brands that we plan to launch. What makes us different? 3 things. We are equal parts content and tech, and we invest in tech heavily to improve our product and our content. 2, we're a community of creators that come together and not just a brand and a content mill. 3, we have a diversified revenue strategy based on partnerships that will allow us to thrive. Where does the tech come in? Tech improves our product in 4 great ways. 1, it makes us a digital native, fast, optimized, responsive, and multi-platform. 2, it allows us to propose experiences to our audience and not just reading. So think video, think social stories, think interactive pages, and more. 3, it allowed us to build a mini social network on site and an actual community and that's been tremendous for the growth of the property. And then finally, it will allow us to customize the property to you. So as you go in, you will see content surface based on what you like, what you're interested in, and your history with the platform. When it comes to the market is already mature enough for a great content company. The ad space is over $1 billion, and the e-commerce space is growing tremendously. And both of these need great content partners to thrive. When I look at the competitive landscape, and I use two lenses. So one is how much reach can you deliver? And two, are you a real digital first provider? So do you think about data, audiences, automation, technology when you approach your content? We can plot the competitive landscape like this today. And obviously there's a great sweet spot on companies that deliver tremendous reach for their partners, but are also very digital first in how they approach their content. When it comes to monetization, a new media company like ours thrives on a diversified revenue strategy. Advertising is an essential block, and it's the beginning. Second will be affiliate with e-commerce partners. Third will be having our own store where we produce merchandise around the brand and the audience's interest. And then finally will be premium experiences that users will pay for to get more access to more premium content. When it comes to our growth plan, we have a very aggressive growth plan, and we'd like to hit by year 5, 45 million monthly unique users every single month. And if we do that, we should hit about $2.5 million in diversified revenue, which would put us at a $30 million overall business every single year. We already have a great team in place. So myself, I have 10 plus years of experience in digital media and technology in the Middle East. And we have 3 FTEs already on the ground working and 10 plus contributors producing content for us on a regular basis. What's the plan for 2022? 3 things. 1, double down on what's been working great for us. So think Google, news, and that community angle that's been amazing for us. 2, investing in the technology even further, bringing native video streaming into the property, thinking about an app MVP, and launching more community features. And then 3, investing in new distribution channels. We haven't even touched social video platforms and other networks. And that's going to be a big focus for us in the second half of the year. For us to be able to do that, we're looking for pre-seed investment. We're looking for $550K in investment for us to mainly be able to staff up against the key positions that we need. My name is Majd, this is Studio Fankoush, and I'm looking forward to your mentorship, your advice, and your partnership in the future. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Susan Lobani. I'm a mother of 2. I had to quit my job after the birth of my first child because I was unable to balance my work and my new role as mother. After a while, I get the perfect job offer, a home-based project coordinator. I was doing proposal writing and other admin and office work. All can be done 100% remotely, and I was doing that the last 7 years of my life. This opportunity of re-entering the workforce has empowered me and affected the well-being of me and my family. On the other hand, many research shows that investing in women's economic empowerment can set a direct path toward economic growth, poverty eradication, and gender equality, which are the keys of achieving the 2030 sustainable goals. Women want to be in a paid job, but there is 3 main barriers limiting us access work, and that would cause this global gender gap in employment: gender role and work-family balance, commuting difficulties, and cultural barrier. Unfortunately, there is many people believe it's unacceptable for a woman to have a paid job outside her home. The solution is a role, a digital platform that connects women with business, where women can have this work-life balance with home-based job, flexible schedule, and of course it has low entry barrier. Of course, companies are going to benefit of this solution as they can get specialist hire on demand, decrease the hiring expenses, and ensure diversity in the team. Our role is not only a marketplace. We are a women empowering platform where we provide self-development and employment skills, courses and tools, connect them with educational and professional opportunities, and bring like-minded women together online and in real life. This is how easy the product goes. You need to post the project description, book a call to tell us further information about your project, interview and hire the candidate, start the work, and make the payment through the website. For talented women, they need to create a profile, record a video talking about their background experience, and take a small level test. The idea has been nominated for a Queen Rania National Entrepreneurship Competition, Orange Startup Competition. Right now we have over 100 LOI with passionate women who are ready to join iRoll and 12 companies who are looking to collaborate. We are planning to launch our MVP on Women's International Day. Here's Shuru. She's a mother of two, and she was 10 years out of workforce. She found her way back with iRoll as an entertainment content subtitler, and she said that this opportunity is changing her life. I'm not worried about the market size. The freelance industry has been booming recently in the most part of the world, and there's a silent movement happening today in the MENA region toward the freelance industry. If you haven't heard, this movement is also called the freelance revolution, and it's been accelerated by COVID-19 pandemic. Our business model is easy. We take 10% fees for each successful deal deducted from the service demander, and the freemium model for the community where we get $7 only per month for the advanced feature. Plenty of platforms provide the freelancing services, and I believe that after COVID crisis, platform industry become a trend. However, iRoll is in the strongest position because it's the first integrated platform in the MENA region that focus on empowering women in the world of work, and through upskilling, content to job, access to opportunities, and of course, a professional women community solution. Here's how we are planning to enter the market. Through digital marketing, acquire clients via LinkedIn outreach, and finally, and most importantly, outreach to organizations, initiatives, and influential people that share the same value as iRoll. And thankfully, there are plenty of destinations to go. Here's a team of 3 passionate women. We have strong belief in our solution, and each one of us had a great experience in the role we are playing. And our advisor, Asma Al-Kayali, a business entrepreneurship university lecturer, and Sharif Abedat, a local economic development specialist. We are raising funds of $100K to build the website, marketing campaigns, and salaries and other operational expenses. So let's together redefine the world of work for women. Thank you.
Hi, this is Zaid, founder of Tijari e-commerce platform. While the most popular way Iraqi shops online is direct messaging, so seller may lose order and buyer information, and there is no way to track the important information that is shared. Furthermore, higher return rates and manual fulfillment process. So managing all these parts manually is a workload and daily challenge. On the other hand, building online store is a complicated process and it requires technical skills, time and budget. So to solve this problem, and instead of building the online store from the ground up, we came up with e-commerce platform integrated with local logistic and payment service providers, where a retailer will be able to quickly list his product, handle shipping, and take payments all without leaving his office. So everything is trackable and happens from one box. I want to tell you about the Iraqi market size. The e-commerce is just started in Iraq. The retail market is estimated to be 15.4 billion in 2025. With an annual growth rate of 17%, so there are a lot of segments for us to capture. If we are talking about market competition, our competitors are global, regional, but not local, so we are different by the integration with local logistic and payment service providers. Our business model is very simple, based on monthly and yearly subscription, plus premium services like graphic design, social media management, and product listing. So based on financial analysis, customer interviews, and traction, we are targeting to onboard 4,000 stores in the next 3 years to generate over $7 million hopefully. In the past few weeks, and without having implemented our marketing strategy, we had over 60 stores eager to start using the platform. So this is a good indicator that we start getting attention from our target audience. In the past 4 months, we developed our first version of the platform, and we will launch our beta version in the coming weeks. Next, we will do API integration, UX improvement, and more user onboarding. Our platform is simple and user-friendly, web-based and mobile responsive, so any shop manager can sign up easily with the 3 steps only, and without any technical or coding experience, and in less than 1 hour, the store is up and running. We are using inbound and outbound marketing strategies and key partnership for targeting business accounts like social media sellers, handmade makers, small and medium retailers. So you might be thinking why we are the perfect team to build the platform. We know the competitive landscape, we try every single solution, but nothing works. Our CPO is a founder of ilmbarmaj.com and he coded thousands of lines for many e-commerce platforms. And from previous startups, our team knows how to drive marketing strategy that bring us quality customers. And me as a founder, I have personally done 2 failed startups. And I'm tech specialist as a system integrator company with over 13 years of technical experience. We are raising $250,000 to go fast. We want to grow the team, develop the product, and have a big marketing push that bring us our first 2,000 subscribers. There is a pain, we have the team, we have the solution, we have a beautiful product, and we have attraction. And at Tijari, our vision is to have many services in one box. And I am sure with this e-commerce evolution, we will change how people purchase online. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Majd Abu Sundus. I'm the co-founder of Ruwad. I had a dream a few years ago to build a startup, but I couldn't find a co-founder to help me build it. And I started noticing this is something a lot of entrepreneurs are facing and having issue with, not just me. And found out that more than 20% of startups fail because of not the right team was established from the beginning. So we built a platform dedicated to the entrepreneurs and especially those in the MENA region ecosystem to find and connect with the needed skills to launch their startup. How we do it? Entrepreneurs submit their idea and needs, and we analyze our database to provide the best matching 3 candidates. We also give extra assistance to co-founders with establishing goals needed to be achieved, contracts and milestones building, and co-founder vesting. Here is a screenshot of our platform where we have been in beta stage in 2021, and we are now live with users able to access and benefit from our offerings, where co-founders can submit their idea and needs and the equity they are willing to offer for the needed skills. And then we run our engine to give them the top 3 candidates based on their profile, needs, preferences, and startup field. Our traction, these are modest numbers, but are done in approximately 3 months beta phase. We generated more than $6,000 in revenue with more than 20 successful connections and more than 200 registered users. Regarding our competitors, we have direct competitors like Co-Founders Lab and Y Combinator, and indirect competitors such as LinkedIn. However, what makes us special is that we give the top 3 candidates based on the entrepreneur's profile and his startup field. And we can keep giving recommendation until a successful connection is done. Our growth, we have been in beta phase in 2021, but now we are fully launched and hopefully reach our break-even point and expand our offerings by 2023. Our team, we like to call ourselves the Triple M. We have more than 10 years of experience in startups, marketing, and tech in general, and we help more than 100 entrepreneurs throughout the years. Our progress since we joined FI, we partnered with the Jordanian Developers Association, which has more than 18,000 members, to invite its members to join the platform through planned events. We also partnered with the Egyptian Investment Authority to help startups and entrepreneurs from Egypt to enter Jordanian market and the other way around. We are in talks with Zain by Zain and the Tank by Omnia to help incubate startups through Ruwad, and we are also enhancing the platform based on our customers' feedback. What we need, we are looking to get a seed investment of approximately $250,000 so we can expand our offerings and be able to enter new market and enhance our platform. And this is all to be done within 18 to 24 months period. Thank you for your time and look forward to your questions.
Hello everyone, my name is Zaid Sami. I'm the co-founder of Cindy Online Store. Welcome to today's sessions and we are pleased and honored to pitch our business in front of you. So to start with the problem, basically to buy perfume or cosmetic products, you have to go to the brick and mortar outlets, mainly in the malls or the commercial areas. So usually these solutions are provided with inconvenient approach of the salespeople, as per we saw from the social media reviews, and also possibly buying fake products from such outlets. And if you find quality products, then you might find it at a higher prices. So our solution for that is introducing a platform with more than 700 options of perfumes. You can scan the code to have a closer look at this solution. So basically, these products provided only original, guaranteed only original products and provided at the best possible prices, utilizing our strong connections with suppliers in Iraq. And we deliver to all Iraq. So the market size in Iraq of beauty and personal care is tapping 2.5 billion USD, and from that around 12% is sold online, and that's around 275 million USD as a serviceable addressable market in our case. And we are targeting to obtain 0.5% market share from that, and that's around 1.3 million USD. This is our revenue target for the next 18 months. So in terms of competition, looking at them from quality versus cost, we have two main competition. Offline, you can find on the right side, and the online you can find on the left side. So we have three main players, direct competition in the online domain. The most prominent one is Miswak. So this is where we would like to sit in terms of the service offering. You know, we would like to have the highest quality products in our platform and present it at the best prices to the customers. So we are doing that by focusing on a single category, and also we are laser focusing on a specific segment. We believe that these tactics will save a lot of cost for us, and that's why we can compete in the market much better. So in terms of business model, we would like to penetrate the market and generate revenue by building a specific and specialized brand with perfumes and cosmetics well defined with a strong value proposition and service offering. And to push this brand to the market and penetrate it utilizing three main pillars, and that is the targeted segmentation and the proper utilization of the channel. In our case, is digital and the partnership. And also having a dynamic profit formula for each product in our platform. So we have a specific target audience that we are continuously interviewing and researching, and because of that we have a specific persona that we utilize in our marketing and in our also strategy and thinking process. So in terms of go-to-market strategy, we are leveraging partnership a lot, especially the commercial and the media partnership. Also, we are doing a lot of strategic promotions, in terms of discounts and offer, mostly occasion-based. And since we are digital products, we are utilizing the online domain as well, pretty much and heavily in terms of digital and content marketing. So in terms of traction, we closed the year 2021 with almost 1,000 orders and a revenue of 27K USD. We had a big jump in terms of sessions. We have around 380,000 sessions that came from only partnerships, mainly with Rakuten and Viper in the year 2021. So in terms of timeline, we started back in 2019 as social commerce and e-retailer, and then we launched our first MVP platform with several categories in the year 2021. Then we pivoted to a single focused category in the year 2022 with a target of 10,000 orders. Also, we are planning to expand our services and categories moving on into the year 2023 with a target of 35,000 orders. So our team, we are a team of two managing the companies. Myself, I came from more than 10 years experience of marketing, mostly at companies with Coca-Cola, Uber, and LG Electronics. And also our partner, Mohammed Najjar, he has more than 10 years experience in project management. He mainly worked in oil and gas with Schlumberger. So what we need is $300,000. We would like to utilize this $300,000 in developing people, technology, and go-to-market strategies, mainly to build a strong base to grow from there. Thank you very much for that, and I will be waiting for your questions.
And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to open the social lounge in just a minute. You may be interested to connect with the founders or our community partners. Please stick around, and we'll see you there.